Day 81. We've just been hiking for probably, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. We're running into some patchy snow. I think we're probably going to have some full-on snow for too long.
And I almost went into full-blown panic mode.
Why? Lost your chapstick?
Couldn't find my chapstick.
Oh yeah, mine's a mess.
I don't like this so necessarily.
Lots of snow at this point. We're doing lots of slow going over it.
I'm not sure that this one works.
Not too much post holing, but and lots of down trees climbing around.
Oh great, but don't I climb up?
What?
We're 3.2 miles from Snow Lake.
Awesome.
Snow Lake?
Yep.
That sounds
All right, so we just took a break. There's been quite a bit of snow patches and down trees, and it's really slow going getting through this section.
Sure,
But
text you 2 pictures, Minnie.
we got a long ways to go. Very
Mine's
tiring.
Where'd they go?
And then we have mosquitoes to deal with too.
Yay,
But we have
nature.
cell phone service right now, so we've
We're very
completely
happy.
stopped in our tracks.
There's no problems in
Right?
the world right now.
Yep. See, everybody's on their phones. This is what through hikers do. We don't really hike. We just we're on our phones constantly.
We were still doing
We just went through a bunch of sketchy snow patches on this ridge. There's an amazing view.
What lake is that? Klamath?
I think that's what he said.
Yeah.
I believe that's Klamath Lake.
Oh, wow.
I'm not positive, but
I wouldn't mind Hogan being like this.
this would have been a rough section to go through a couple weeks ago with the snow. So there's still some patchy snow.
Look at those flowers.
Hopefully we just went through the worst of it. This is what we're going across now. Not a lot of fun. Sketchiest place so far. Happy graduation, right?
Yeah.
Living life on the edge. This is our fearless leader who just made all the steps for us through the snow. Thanks, Cardinal. Great job.
Oh, you're welcome.
And she's leaving Ashland on Friday.
Look at, we just came across all this
Just so
snow
another week,
on the slope. It was pretty sketchy, but we made it.
It'll be probably way better by the time. That's still the same though, but yeah.
I don't have
It's getting really slushy, so it's slippery. Trees in the way. Trees are the worst part, I think.
Yeah.
Nope.
We're at the junction for Snow Lake Trail.
That's a great idea.
Is it super steep?
Look.
3.3 is the next water source.
You don't think it's this? Right here?
Yeah, but look up the lake.
Oh,
Going down there for water though.
I don't know if
No
it's
way.
tones or not.
that's the lake.
It does say it's 0.2 though.
What?
Let me go down a little. I don't have any friends.
Didn't I see snow? I swear I saw snow.
There's a patch over there.
I'm in a cold soak with snow.
at this view. See Mount Shasta in the background. Mount McLaughlin. Beautiful. We are climbing up, I think it's called Devil's Peak. Supposed to be covered in snow up here, and then might be able to go say down the other side possibly, hopefully. Here comes Moneymaker and Potholes. We're on our way up to Devil's Peak. Just put our microspikes back on. All right, this is our path here.
What happened to them has been when, well, anyone who's fallen off and not been found is when they're all by themselves. So that's what you'll be.
great survivor fall off and be
Beautiful view. This is probably definitely the sketchiest place we've had to do yet. So,
Yeah.
Cardinal is up there
Yes.
using his ice axe and making a nice path for us. What a wonderful man. He's the oldest out of all of us. He's 70. and he's the bravest. So, yeah, we're lucky
He's
to have
also
him.
from Juneau, Alaska.
And he's from Juneau, Alaska.
Give my
Yes.
dad this YouTube channel.
This is, you know, Moneymaker. This is Lane. This is Bloody Mary. And we've got, what's her name? Kelly? Callan. Callan's here somewhere.
Oh, I kept saying.
And we
cat.
got Wallaby is
Cat.
up ahead somewhere. There's potholes waving at us. I'll be glad when we're done with this. Alright, so we have decided to turn back, that this is too sketchy. We are here with the girls that we met, two on the last section, and they're going to turn back too. So we're going to go back to Snow
Look at this.
Lake and camp for the night, and then head back to Fisher Cove and probably get a ride to Crater Lake and skip this section because it's just too dangerous. So, yep, we're heading out to our camp site back at Snow Lakes at the junction of the trailhead. And there's now a party of 8 of us because we all turned back, decided it wasn't safe. And we are going to be hiking back out tomorrow. Don't know if we'll be able to get there all in one day, probably 2 days. Back to Highway 140, and then we're probably going to head up to Crater Lake from there. It's been a long day. Everybody's tired. And we need water. So we're just about to camp. This is Snow Lake,
Snow
right?
Lake.
Snow Lake. And
Does anybody see a good place?
your filter.
Oh man, I used that filter last year
Yeah.
on the JMT, but the skirt had let down. Okay.
Okay, so we made a decision this morning. I found a side trail to get us out of the area we were in, called Natty Creek Trail. So we made a group decision this morning to hike out from Snow Lakes Trail down to Natty Creek Trail to a Forest Service road. And we have a trail angel picking us up named Eric, and it saved us about probably 16 miles, and this way we were able to make it out in one day and didn't have to go over all the sketchy snow areas that we would have had to go through. The first probably mile and a half of this trail though did have a lot of snow and navigating around the lakes, but working together as a team we got through it pretty quick, and we're almost to the Forest Service road and not sure where the trail angel's going to take us to, but we'll figure out how to get from there to Crater Lake. We're just going to skip the rest of this section, which isn't much. It was less than 20 miles, but because we couldn't get over Devil's Peak, there's no other way close, to access it after that. So anyway, that's what's going on today. Mosquitoes have been bad again. That's why we have bug nets on. There are 6 of us here. We've got Wallaby and Kaylin with us. And Bloody Mary decided to go ahead and join another group and go try to go over the alternate route in Devil's Peak. So hopefully they make it over okay. And then Lane followed, hiked with us for part of this trail until we turned off on Addy Creek, and then he went down a different trail. So it was great spending a couple days with him, and he's gonna stay around this area and keep hiking.
Cool.
All right,
That is
we've made
beyond
it
cool.
down this trail to the trailhead. We are quite the team, and we're waiting for Eric. Eric should be here
All
shortly.
kinds of time to
We may
check
have
this
a couple
out.
days.
Yeah.
Moneymaker Pineapples texted me.
How do you
I'm
get
trying to text her back, but I don't have service.
Well, I don't know.
I don't think he heard
Somewhere
you.
up there, you're able to get down.
Crossings are terrifying. I think we'll flip up when I get out of there. How are things? And then I said, well,
We are at Crater Lake.
And we were hiking together.
This
We missed
nice
you.
gentleman, Eric,
Flip and
over
hike
here
with
gave
We're
us a
getting over to
ride
Crater Lake.
where we
Had
got
to
off the
turn around
trailhead.
due to scary shit
and
snow
gave us right
traverse.
to
Took a
Crater
side
Lake,
track.
so-
We're going from Sisters North to Snow Free. We're going to hike out from
Yeah,
Crater Lake
this is
northward
beautiful here.
probably Thursday. I'm trying to convince her to come up and hike with us.
I
To
highly
get out of
doubt
there.
that's an easy way out.
Because she knows Wallaby. Yeah, Mammoth. She's
Yeah.
on her way to Mammoth. She can get out at Mammoth.
Yeah,
You can get a bus to Reno and then, yeah,
Down from that one.
there's all sorts. Seriously, I stand by my
It's like yeah, I at the
Good afternoon. It's I don't even know what day it is. Day 81, day 82. I'm in Medford, Oregon again. Yep, back down south a little bit. So after we got to Crater Lake, we were lucky enough to get a trail angel. Eric came picked us up at the Skyline Trailhead on the service road when we turned back from doing Devil's Peak. Thank you, Eric, so much. He was awesome. Came and got us in his truck, and which was like 16 miles off the highway. I mean, it was a drive, and then drove us all the way to Crater Lake. Took us up, to the rim, so we got to see the lake, and so that was amazing how that all worked out. We got a side trail down, even from the mountain was great. But after that, after he dropped us off, it kind of went downhill, unfortunately. And, we've been blessed so many times, with these amazing towns and just hiker-friendly areas. And not saying that Crater Lake isn't hiker-friendly, but I don't know if it's because we were up there early and they just weren't prepared yet. I know the campground and stuff probably hasn't been open that long, but we had a really bad experience. So, I've been having a really rough time the last few days anyway. It's the first time I really wanted to go home. Um, I kind of come to the realization this last few days, it's just like I haven't been enjoying the hike anymore. Love my family, and being around everybody has been great. And I love the scenery, but it's felt more like a chore, and so I've been really irritable. And I don't know. And I think it's just been a lot of stress. A lot of the flipping was hard. Running low on money just from all the time we've had to take off and flipping around trying to get around the snow and stuff. It's a lot of planning and stress and trying to keep everybody happy, and do what everybody wants to do, and trying to get the trail done, and it's super stressful. So anyway, this last section too, dealing with swarms of mosquitoes and it being hot out, has been rough. And then dealing with going through the snow and slushy snow, and then getting to a place where we had to actually turn back because it was just too dangerous. So all of that, it kind of weighs on you, and then you have to make a new plan where you're going to flip to, and right now there's not a lot of good places to do that. So anyway, so Crater Lake, we got there, and I was just done, and I thought, okay, well, I'm just going to regroup, even though I'm having, the day before I had a really rough day, I was like, I'm not going to just quit. I'm going to regroup, get food, shower, laundry, and so anyway, we get up there, and they're very disorganized, and everything's spread out. So the cabins were full, the campground's full. The only place they had is they do have a group spot for free for PCT hikers. So they said we could camp there, but it's like, I don't know, a quarter of a mile. It's like the farthest campsite away from the store and showers and everything. And so we get out there, and it's complete swarms of mosquitoes, and they're doing construction because that part of the campground wasn't even open. So they got heavy equipment out there, men cutting trees and stuff, who got ticked off at us and yelled at us and told us we weren't supposed to be over there, and were really rude, and they were just trying to do their job. But anyway, so there was really nowhere for us to camp. The store was very unorganized. I just tried to get quarters to do laundry and take a shower, and I couldn't get any quarters. And I don't know, the girl at the counter was like, wouldn't let me access the coin machine because there were boxes in front of it, and I offered to move them, and that wasn't going to be acceptable. And no laundry soap, and like everything we needed just wasn't available. And then so we went through a big dilemma ordeal just trying to get a ride back out of Crater Lake. It's like, well, we might as well go to town. And so yeah, anyway, it was really frustrating. We ended up paying a taxi to come all the way from Klamath Falls to pick us up at Crater Lake and drive us back. So that wasn't cheap. And the whole next day was been rough too, today, which is today. It's just been trying to get around and get it back out of Klamath Falls was difficult. And yeah, it's a tough decision to make. I don't want to give up on this. Realistically, at this point, it'd be pretty hard to complete the whole trail with the time we have left. But I still want to do some of the sections and try to get done what I can. So I don't know. I just had to really think about it, though, and realize I think I need a break. And so I'm going to go home for a couple weeks, let the snow melt, probably try to rehook up with my family on when they get back to Cascade Locks and start going Washington northbound. So that's kind of what I'm looking at, and nothing's for sure. I need some time to regroup, visit my family, take care of some things at home that need to be taken care of that are interfering in my hike and just causing me extra stress. It's hard to deal with stuff while you're on the trail and you have limited phone service and internet and yeah. So anyway, that's my plan, is to get to Portland tomorrow and take a bus back home, and then we'll go from there. I plan on staying in touch with everybody and hopefully hooking back up with them and